Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today, we're tackling something fundamental, maybe the most powerful language skill you can actually master. The greeting, the introduction.
Absolutely. I mean, if you can walk into a room, meet someone totally new, and just nail those first, say, 90 seconds,
Yeah.
well, that gives you such a confidence boost. It unlocks so much more fluency almost instantly.
It really does. We've been looking at these practical language learning scripts, designed to get you feeling confident in social situations fast.
Exactly. Think of it like we've got the blueprint, the sort of master plan for English conversational etiquette.
Right.
And our mission here is to pull out those key formulas, but also, maybe more importantly, the unwritten rules, the cultural stuff that really governs how we interact.
Because getting that greeting right, it's not just about sounding competent, is it? It sets this positive, open vibe for everything that follows.
Totally. So we're planning to break down, 4 key areas today?
Yeah, that's right. We'll look at the whole formal versus informal thing, when to use which. Then we'll unpack this really useful 3-step formula for introducing yourself.
Self-introduction structure.
Yeah.
That's gold.
Then decode that whole how are you ritual. Because it is a ritual.
Oh, definitely. Not always a real question.
And finally, make sure you know how to wrap things up smoothly. Polite exits.
Goodbyes are just as important.
Okay, let's unpack this.
Right.
So the absolute first principle, the rule that governs everything else, it's context.
Always.
Knowing your audience. Is it your boss? A big client? Just a colleague? A friend? That one decision changes everything you say next.
It really does. And the core advice from all the material is, when in doubt, go formal.
Especially professionally or meeting someone for the very first time.
Yeah. Err on the side of caution. Stick to the safe, respectful choices. These are your foundational blocks for showing respect.
And the sources are pretty clear on the gold standards here. You really can't mess up with a time-based greeting.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening.
Always polite. Everyone understands them. And hello.
Yeah.
Your all-purpose professional fail-safe.
Works anytime, anywhere. Very reliable.
And for that really crucial first meeting, maybe you're shaking hands, making eye contact.
That's when "it's a pleasure to meet you" really shines.
Yeah, it adds that little bit of polish, shows genuine, positive intent.
Exactly. Enthusiasm.
Okay, now here's a tricky one. A bit of maybe a cultural artifact. That phrase, how do you do?
Yes, very formal. You don't hear it every day. Maybe more traditional settings, perhaps more British English.
Right. And the key thing, the nuance that trips people up.
It's not a real question.
Exactly. It's like a mirror. Someone says, how do you do to you?
You just say it right back. How do you do? That's the expected polite reply.
You're just acknowledging their greeting, not launching into how your day was.
Completing the little social loop, as you said.
And speaking of potential trip-ups with time-based language, good night.
Oh, definitely need to flag that one. The sources are very clear.
It's only for saying goodbye, right?
Strictly a farewell. You use it when you're leaving somewhere late or, someone's literally off to bed.
So if you walk into a party at 8 p.m. and say goodnight to the host.
Yeah, they'll be confused. Are you leaving already? You're saying goodbye before you've even said hello.
Right. So avoid that one as a greeting. Now let's switch gears. We're leaving the formal stuff behind.
Moving into casual territory. Chats with peers, friends.
Here formality goes out the window a bit. Brevity comes in.
We get hi, which is probably the most common.
Super common. Or even more casual, hey.
Very relaxed. And then there's the really modern, short stuff. What's up?
Or even just sup.
Yeah, very, very informal. But with those.
Yes. There's a specific reply expected, isn't there?
There is. It's part of the code. They aren't actually asking for a rundown of your current activities.
They just want a quick, easy confirmation that things are generally okay.
So you reply just as briefly, nothing much.
Or just not much.
Exactly. If you start telling them about your terrible commute.
Yeah, you've kind of broken the unwritten rule there. It's more of a friendly nod than a real inquiry.
It's acknowledgement, not deep curiosity.
And if what's up feels a bit too informal, but hello feels too stiff.
A great middle ground is how's it going?
Yeah, that's a good one. Friendly, common, invites a slightly longer answer than not much, but still casual.
It's excellent, friendly vernacular, as you put it.
Okay, so we've navigated the initial hello. We've chosen our level of formality. Now, the actual introduction.
Right, giving your name and a bit about yourself.
And what's really interesting from the material is that there seems to be this Very clean, almost strategic three-part structure.
Yeah, a definite flow. And what's great is the grammatical foundation.
Ah, yes. Tell us about that.
It almost entirely relies on the simple present tense.
Right, so you don't need complex grammar. You're just stating facts about yourself, things that are generally true.
Exactly. I am, I work, I live. It makes it so much easier to remember and use, especially when you might be a bit nervous meeting someone new.
Okay, let's break down that three-step formula then, keeping that simple present idea in mind. Step 1.
Step 1. Your name. Simple present of to be. My name is name.
Or, even more common in speech, the contraction. I'm name.
Yep. Basic fact. Easy.
Step 2. Origin. Where you're from. Again, simple present.
I'm from country, or I'm from city. Maybe where you live now. I live in city.
Uh-huh. Still just stating a stable fact.
And if you're, say, traveling, the context changes slightly, but the grammar stays simple.
Right. You state your purpose for being there. I'm here for...
Or vacation, or I'm here for the conference. Simple present again, describing your current situation.
Okay, name, origin, then step 3. And this one feels, well, pretty crucial, especially in networking or professional situations, the purpose or profession step.
Oh, absolutely vital, because step 3 isn't just giving information. It's like offering a conversational handle.
A hook.
Exactly. It's smart social interaction. You give the other person an easy, obvious topic to ask about next. It prevents that awkward silence.
Ah, right. So you state what you do. Again, simple present. I am a student. I am an engineer.
Or get more specific. I work at company name. Maybe add your role as a job title.
And if maybe your main purpose in that specific context is language learning.
Perfect. Just say it. I'm currently learning English.
Yeah.
That itself is a great conversation starter.
Okay, so let's put it all together. Quick example. Someone named Maria from Brazil works in marketing.
Right. So she could say, hello, I'm Maria. Step 1, name.
Uh-huh.
I'm from Brazil. Step 2, origin.
Okay.
And I work in marketing. Step 3, profession.
Boom. Simple, clear, and now the other person has 3 easy things to pick up on. Her name, Brazil, or marketing.
Exactly. You've smoothly handed the conversational baton over.
Okay, so names exchanged, basic info shared. What usually happens next, it's almost automatic, isn't it?
Almost always. That famous question. How are you?
And this is where, as you mentioned earlier, the literal meaning and the cultural function really diverge.
Massively. It's fascinating.
Because how are you? Isn't usually someone asking for your detailed medical history or like a deep dive into your emotional state.
Not typically, no. Especially not in a first meeting or a casual encounter. It's fundamentally a polite ritual.
Right, a ritual. Its job is to acknowledge the other person, keep the positive vibe going, and just move the conversation along.
The standard phrases are pretty straightforward. How are you is the most common.
Or maybe slightly more informal. How are you doing?
Yep. And with friends, you might hear, how's everything? But functionally, they all do the same job.
And the absolute golden rule for answering this ritual, it's twofold, really.
Yeah.
1, keep your answer short.
And 2, crucially, ask them back. Always.
You have to return the serve. It's part of the ritual. You acknowledge their question, give a brief reply, and then toss the conversational ball back into their court.
But that does raise a point lots of learners find tricky. What if I'm actually having a terrible day? Do I have to lie?
That's a great question. And the materials we looked at strongly suggest that, yes, in these initial interactions, there's a definite cultural expectation of, well, let's call it social buoyancy.
Social buoyancy. I like that. Like you're expected to float near the surface, keep things light and positive.
Pretty much. You're generally expected to offer a mildly positive or at least neutral response, even if you feel awful.
It's like the social contract you implicitly sign when you engage in that how are you ritual.
Exactly. So if you're feeling genuinely good, it's easy. I'm good, thank you. Or I'm doing well, thanks.
And you? Or how about you?
Perfect. If you're feeling really great, you can dial it up slightly.
I'm great. Thanks for asking. Followed by maybe and yourself for a touch more formality.
And yourself works well. And if you're just neutral.
That's totally fine too. Keep it simple. I'm fine, thanks. Or I'm okay.
And you.
There you go.
Ask back.
So the reason we're stressing this brevity and positivity, it's a cultural expectation, right?
Yeah.
What about something like, I'm so-so?
So-so. Grammatically, people understand it. But in terms of natural, modern English conversation, it sounds off.
Yeah, a bit unnatural. Why is that?
Because it breaks that expectation of buoyancy we talked about. It sort of signals, I might be about to complain, or things aren't great.
Which is really the purpose of that quick, ritualistic exchange.
Exactly. It halts the smooth flow. So the advice is stick to fine, good, okay, maybe great. Keep it brief, keep it generally positive or neutral, ask back, and then you're ready to either continue the chat or perhaps move towards ending it.
Right, and that exit strategy is just as important, isn't it? Making a smooth transition out of the conversation.
Definitely. Because the answer to how are you is usually quick, the conversation might naturally pause there. You need to be ready to either ask a follow-up question based on their intro or make a graceful exit.
Ending politely leaves that final positive impression, just like starting well did.
So if it was a professional meeting, your goodbye should probably mirror that initial formal tone.
Maintain the respect. You want phrases that wrap things up clearly and positively.
The ideal one, referencing the meeting itself, is, "It was a pleasure meeting you."
Simple, effective, polite. What if you expect to see them again?
Then something forward-looking works well. "I look forward to our next meeting." Or maybe, "I look forward to working with you."
Nice. And the always reliable, time-based closings.
"Have a good day," or "Have a good evening." Can't go wrong with those. Polite and final.
Okay, switching back to informal situations. Friends, peers, much more relaxed, right?
Loads more flexibility. If you know, you'll see them soon.
Simple time markers. See you later. See you tomorrow.
Easy. If it was maybe a phone call or online chat.
Talk to you soon.
Yeah. And one I really like, it feels warm and genuine.
Take care.
Yeah, it's lovely. Friendly, sincere, works in almost any casual goodbye.
And finally, the simplest, most universal casual goodbye of all.
Just bye.
Can't beat it for simplicity. Works everywhere, anytime, informally.
Absolutely. Quick and easy.
So let's try and pull this all together. What's the big takeaway here?
Well, I think it's that while the grammar, like that simple present tense we talked about, gives you the basic structure,
Scaffolding.
the real key is understanding the why, the cultural rules, the expectations behind these phrases and formulas.
Right. It's the confidence that comes from knowing how and why you're saying something that makes the introduction really effective, not just reciting lines.
Exactly. Confidence in that sort of cultural fluency.
So the structure's there, we've laid it out. But just knowing it isn't enough, is it?
Not at all. Mastery only comes through doing. You have to put this stuff into practice until it's automatic, until it's muscle memory.
Which raises an important question for you, the learner, listening right now.
Yeah, we have a challenge for you, based directly on the source material's advice.
We want you to take that 3-step formula, name, origin, profession, purpose, and use it intentionally.
Introduce yourself to 3 new people this week. Maybe online, maybe in person, if you can.
Just practice that flow. Hi, I'm name, I'm from place, I'm a role, I'm here for a reason. Use it until it feels completely natural.
Make it second nature. That's the goal.
And one final thought to leave you with, something to mull over as you're practicing.
Yeah, building on that idea of the polite ritual.
If greetings like "how are you" are often just these rituals, designed mainly to signal social openness and keep things positive.
What does that tell us about the pressure, maybe, for a kind of superficial positivity in our everyday interactions?
Right. And if giving a truly honest, perhaps negative or complicated answer is seen as breaking that ritual, when is it okay?
When is it appropriate or even necessary to step outside that safe, positive bubble and actually share how things really are?
Something to think about.
Yeah.
When does authenticity override the ritual?
Definitely food for thought as you go out there and perfect those confident introductions.